Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin chart as we take a look at the key levels involved for Bitcoin's next move. So with that being said, let's jump right over to the charts. And we will start over here on the Bitcoin CME Futures Daily Candle chart. As we can see, Bitcoin right now, a key level it's struggling to get above is going to be the 1272 level over on the Fibonacci retracement, and that puts it right around 23,000. So this 23,000 level would be the first level Bitcoin needs to get above if it has any hopes of continuing up. Now, it is important to note another key level will be back down here around 20,000 where we see the gap up for Bitcoin, and it's not uncommon to see these gaps get filled, which would obviously require Bitcoin to pull back down to around this 20,000 level and then find support and perhaps then push back up to higher highs. But it is just as likely to find support right around 21,000 where it ran into resistance back here. A lot of times resistance will flip into support, and so a key level to keep an eye on if Bitcoin does actually reject here at 23,000 would be this 21,000, let's call it 500. A breakdown below that and Bitcoin could very well end up back down here around 20,000 to fill the gap on the CME futures chart. Now, with that all in mind, we will jump over here to the Bitcoin USDT daily candles over on Binance. And right now we can see where Bitcoin is starting to run into a little bit of resistance around 23,000. And if we look back, we can see that was a prior level of resistance back here. Now, what may actually happen for Bitcoin is it consolidates here before pushing up to a newer high, much like it did in this zone right here where Bitcoin ran into resistance. Again, check your 6 and look back. Bitcoin's price had run into resistance back here around the 21,005 level, which again, if we jump back over to the CME, makes perfect sense because it correlates right here with that resistance on the CME Bitcoin chart. And so Bitcoin's price did consolidate for a few days only to eventually breach above this resistance level of 21.5 back here. And now again, it's hitting resistance around that 23,000 level. Which again, if you look back and check your 6, that makes perfect sense as that is a prior level of resistance. Now, much like the CME futures chart for Bitcoin, if Bitcoin does reject up here at this 23,000 level, the first key level of support is going to come in around that 21.5 level where it was prior resistance, and you would be looking for that to flip to future support. If Bitcoin's price does breach down below that 21.5 level, then we could see it pull back perhaps into this prior support zone back here, which is coming in around 18.5 to 18,000. And to make it a little easier to eyeball some levels, let's drop back in my drawing tools. And you can see last week we were looking at a possible bull trap where Bitcoin had been pumping up to the 382 level on the Fibonacci retracement, and that was around again that 21.5. And I had mentioned in last week's video, if Bitcoin can break above this level, we might see it push as high as 25,000, only to then reject again back here at prior resistance, where this bull trap may have actually originated with the dump, a bit of a pump into resistance, a lower dump, and then a breach of that prior resistance would be a textbook bull trap. And so then we could see the rejection back down. And so far, we've got all the moves required for that bull trap to eventually snap shut, whether it does it here right now at this 23,000 resistance level or up here at the 25,000 level. Those are going to be key levels to keep an eye on. a rejection at either one of these two levels, then we're looking back down for support again, 21.5, which coincidentally would be the 382 level on the Fibonacci retracement. So this could be a very strong level of support for Bitcoin. However, a breach below that, then we're looking at the 50% Fibonacci level, which is around 20,300. Below that, we're looking at the 618 level of 19. And then if the bears continue to push the price down below the 618 level, then we could see Bitcoin's price sell off back into the lows of this 15,000 or even lower, and that lower would look like something around 13,000 of the 1272 Fibonacci level or the 1618 level, which is around 9,500. And so to quickly recap, some of the key levels I'm looking for Bitcoin's next possible move would be obviously right now the 23,000 level, a breach above that, and Bitcoin's price could run to 25,000. However, it would then meet resistance more than likely at this 25,000 level. So that's going to be another key level of possible resistance or a breach above, and the Bitcoin bulls could be on a run. However, given current market conditions at this 25,000 level, we could see a bull trap snapshot and Bitcoin begin to sell off. So then we would be looking at key support levels on the way down, and the 382 or the 21.5 is probably going to be a very strong level of support. If the bears can breach through that level, then Bitcoin's price could more than likely sell off back down towards maybe the 786 level, which is around 17.5, which was a key level of resistance back in this area. A whole lot of strong resistance can flip into support. And so 17.5 would certainly be a key level of support. After that, then we're looking at 15.5, which would be the low of the current bear market. And then any breach below 15.5, Bitcoin's price could be moving down to around 13,000 or maybe as low as 9,500. And so for me, those are the key levels I'm watching to figure out what Bitcoin's next move might actually be. So I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. I will do an update video if anything major happens over here on the Bitcoin charts. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.